Hi everyone, welcome. I'm just going to quickly share my screen so you'll see hopefully the slides. Let me know if you see them.
Looks great.
Okay, amazing. Zoom changed a few things around, so now I'm a bit confused, but here we are. Okay, welcome everyone. This is our Skillspark where we go through some of the features that are either new to OfferingTree or something that we want to dive a little bit deeper into. And usually we try to show you really hands-on how you can set these different things up within your own business, giving you some ideas as well, how you can make this work for your specific needs. And we are talking about the event series drop-in feature that's live now. And this is something that was highly requested because we have the beautiful event series option where you can create a block of events basically that runs with one single registration. So people don't have to register to multiple events within that block. And there were some requests to make them more available for drop-ins, the option to basically fill in empty spots when you realize maybe some of the days or times within that block need a little bit more attendance. So this is completely optional. You have the option to turn this on and off. You can keep the event series really strictly registering everyone to the same thing always, or you can turn it on and have the option to allow single people or single registrations to book in. But you can also make sure that your event series registries have a priority in a sense that you're not allowing anyone into a single session until you're happy with either the amount of people booked in or the time has passed for them to book in for the full series. And if you notice that maybe a couple days, weeks before there's actually a few spots, you have the option to open it up for drop-ins. And you can also create separate pricing, which is really, really handy because usually the series is a big block. So think of like a workshop series, a retreat, maybe a couple of events, special occasions, etc. They would have their own price for that big block, but you can decide that that one part or one event of the series can have a separate price, a lower price point that people can use to register. Okay, and then now I'm gonna do a little swipe to go to the page. So hopefully you can see this test page. I'm already on the event series tab, which you can find under the schedule, or you can also search for it if you are lost. Now there are a few already I was testing yesterday and I started putting it in. This is a dance studio example. So that's why you see Ballet 101 and First Steps Beginners. Now, to find this setting, you can edit an existing one or you can start by creating a new event series. When you create one, you can start from scratch creating your own offering for this event series, or you can choose any of the existing offerings you already have. And then if you choose this, you still have the option to give it a different title and edit the description without basically bothering the original offering description and name. So you can override that basically. So let's say again, I want to start maybe the First Steps beginner classes. I want to create an event series with this. So I can, as I mentioned, I can change the title of this and I can also change a few informations within this description. I added a lot of info here and you can see that I decided to add in the description that people can register for the 4-week series or they can do a drop-in as well. Now to find this setting, you have to scroll down to the capacity settings and at the bottom here, you'll see the single event sign up option. It's a little toggle. It's automatically turned off. So it still acts as a normal series where people have to book into everything, but you have the option to turn this on. Now, let's say this First Steps class series, I want to allow 6 couples, hopefully. I don't know if this is a dance class for couples, but let's say it's couples. So I'm gonna put 12 as the maximum. And you can decide if you want to show points or show spots available from a certain number. You can also allow wait lists. So you could, hopefully if it's really popular, it sells out and then people can sign up to the wait list and limit early registrations as usual. But now we're just going to think about this single event series sign up. So if I allow this, right away the system will prioritize the event series booking over a single session booking, and it will tell me that they will be put on the wait list. So you can open this up and say, I have the series, and everyone can book into the series and have their spots secure. But those who are only interested in set dates of the event series, they will be on the wait list until they are moved into the roster. If this is important for you, you can keep this as is. But if you have a different type of settings, for example, you don't really care if they are on the wait list, or you have a set amount of this event series that you're happy to basically give away to single bookings rather than just series bookings, then you can limit out of the 12 how many you are happy to have as a single session. So in this example, we have 4 classes. Now you know your clients. Let's say in this one, I know that people are really good with maybe coming to 2 or 3 because life happens and things get in the way. So I'm okay to give the out of the 12, maybe 2 up for single registrations, but the other 10, knowing my client base, I know will be booked up by people who are committed, not flaky, and happy to come to the same event every single time. Now, if you are running a retreat or maybe a longer, a little bit different type of event series that's not necessarily a block of sessions in a short period of time that you want people to book in for everything, but it's more of a bigger thing and you have different sessions within, you might open up maybe a yoga class within a retreat and have that option for maybe a bigger number that you don't really mind if people are booking into all of the different sessions or just kind of nitpick and choose a few as well. So you can decide what setting works for you and you can save this. So you can go through the different things. Now let's look at the pricing here. So this payment settings here is still talking about the event series payment, not the single session. So I'm going to change this. So I think we said in the description how much the pricing. Yes, $80 for the 4 sessions. So I'm going to put that down there. Just making sure I'm not doing wrong things, but you don't have to. So it says, yep, the event series is $80. You can also allow membership package and packages to be used. Now I'm going to change the credit number to 4 because there's 4 sessions. So I want that package or membership to take away 4 credits if they book in for all of that. So this is still the event series full block booking, not the single session. And then I'm just going to click create series. It has created it. It's thinking about it. Okay, so here we are. It saved it. It's on my list now, but now I have to add the events. So I'm going to click on add event and you're going to pick those 4 dates. So let's say these are on Friday evenings at 7 p.m. It's an hour-long dance or maybe hour and 30 minutes. Let them dance a little longer. And then we're going to repeat it every Friday for 4 sessions. So if you start on the 12th, that's 1, 2, 3, and it's going to go till the 3rd of July. And then I'll just hit done. You can add your staff members, add your location, and then you can create. Okay, so now we added our single events. I believe if we edit this again, where do we add the single event price? Oh, wait, I turned this on, didn't I? Okay, let me just, did that not save? Okay, let me update the series. Okay, let me check. I can't find the where we put the single event price. I believe it was on the date. Is Arvind with us?
It is orange.
Am I looking the wrong way?
You gotta try. Can you just try refreshing, Eszter?
Yes, I'm trying to find where I can add the single event price.
Could you refresh the page, please?
Oh yeah,
And try to
sorry,
get
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, refresh it. Okay. And it should be under the event, right?
Yes, I think the edit got
Oh,
untoggled
did
again.
you
I wonder
save?
if something is currently off on this staging environment or not. Yeah, can you
Oh,
just try
okay.
updating it again?
Yep.
Apologize for that.
That's okay. It's a new feature, so it happens. And if anytime someone runs into a little bug, just message us because that helps us fix things a lot quicker. So I saved it, updated it. Should I refresh again?
Yes, please. I'm sorry, but I feel like the staging environment. This is not on a real site. This is a test site. I feel like
So this is just yeah, it keeps turning it
yeah,
off.
it started. Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can pull it up maybe on my actual site. So you say that normal sites work this? Oop,
Yes. Do you
yes.
mind? Yeah. If you
Yeah,
can try that on production. Sorry.
I'll try it. Okay, in the meantime, if anyone has any questions, go for it. Or if you're using this feature, event series, I have to be honest, when I was running my sessions, I was not using the event series because I wasn't that strict about who could book and who could not book. So I'm just going to create.
Do you have a question here that maybe Arvind you could answer? Series pricing tiered or payment plan would apply only for the series, correct? And single session will be one time fixed drop in price or credit. Arvind, do you know the answer to that one?
Yes, that is correct. And I'm replying on the chat.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay, I'm just saving it on my, I'm just quickly creating a random thing because
Time
I
moves
don't
so
run.
slowly in your mind when you're doing something like this, doesn't it? You're like, oh,
I
gotta
know.
fix it.
Okay, I'm gonna put the price down to
But
$100.
this is great because then we're working through it in real time.
Okay, yes. So things happen sometimes, and let me share my screen again. Okay, so it's not as nicely polished as the other side because this is just a random offering. But here we are. So I have 20 people in this one, or we can go back to the 12 just to make it seem it's the same thing. And I want to limit it to two. And then I changed this to four, I believe. So I made the price 80. And then I'm going to update the series. So we're going to add the events. So again, I believe that's on the 12th. Imagine this is still the dance class. We're still going to boogie a little bit. And then 7:30, we repeat it every Friday until the 3rd, just before 4th of July. And then here, so you see it, that was only on the staging. So everyone has the real productive site or production site, you'll have it. You can change how many credits you can take from the packages or memberships and the price. And I believe I said in the previous example, the single session would be $25. But obviously, when they book in for the four event series sessions, then they're going to get $80. But if they do single event, then it's only one credit and 25. You can also limit early registration, so you can put that priority back on here as well to say maybe a month before or when you start advertising these sessions for at least a week, you want to really advertise the full series. But once you feel like you're ready to allow clients to book into single sessions, you can change this as well and say maybe a week prior to the event, you'll allow this. And then you can just simply create. So this is because we did this is repeating, you can just create it and it will apply to all of those four events. So if they go onto the schedule, which I can show, I guess, I'll have it on my schedule. Yeah, so we have this hatha, I called it hatha yoga quickly. Um, when you open up your roster, you'll see the single event signups and then underneath the full series signups. So you can easily see who has booked which type. So did they go for the full session or did they go for just the single session? It also has a nice little number one or ×1 mark showing that it's just one event they signed up to. So if you click through the different rosters of all the events, you'll see that someone might show up here, but not on the next event because they only booked that one single event. And I wonder if I can show you guys on my schedule, like what the client will see. I don't know if I still have my schedule page exist, but we'll check it. You'll see the back end of my client for a sec. There's lots of pages, don't freak out. I always have to say it because I kept a lot of things and probably I should organize it a little bit better. This is what it used to look like when I still had my studio. So you'll see it. There's no events at the moment, but on Friday, there is the Hatha Yoga online based in Auckland, and you can register for the series right away. That's the big highlighted button, or underneath, because I allow registrations for the single event, they can also click this. So if I click this one, then it will show up here again, that little number one ticket mark that it's only being registered to one single session and not all of the series. If I click on the big button, then it doesn't show up. I'm registering for this whole series. So that's the difference they can see for the clients as well. All right, let me see. I wanted to show you that if you don't have this option available because you are on a different plan where you are not able to add because this is only for, well, not only, this is for Pro Plus and all the studio plans. Now, you can still do this. And the way I would do it is create the normal series with the big ticket price. And then after that, create a private single event that reoccurs. It's not through the event series, but just the normal schedule. You can put it on your schedule, and it's private, meaning it's not listed on your schedule. Only people who have the link or have correct memberships and packages could see it. I know this is a little bit more of an admin heavy way of doing it. That's why we created this new feature where you don't have to manually see, do I have enough spots for this? But you can add the option for single drop-ins for those event series as well, but you'll have to manage basically 2 rosters, which is the time-consuming, a little bit tricky one, and could cause some mistakes happen, double booking, no spots, etc. So this is why this feature is so useful, because you can actually really easily start allowing people to book in single sessions and not just the full series, but you can also limit this. Okay, are there any questions?
I don't think there's any that we haven't answered yet. If anyone has any, you can drop them in. Don is saying that this is a great feature update, and I think so too. I know I used to manage a studio where we were very registered series based, and it was really difficult to fill the classes. So yeah, I think it's a brilliant update. Thanks to Arvind and the development team for getting this one out.
Exactly. I was thinking about this because we chatted with Sinead before the session that I had never used this with my studio, but I ran in 10-week blocks all of my sessions, but I allowed a little bit more of a wiggle room of people could book in on a Tuesday one week and then a Thursday next week. But this would be really useful for like if I wanted to be really strict about everyone comes. And to be honest, some of my yoga clients, yoga students, they were more keen on specific days, so it would have worked for them really well because many of them booked for the full block, and I would have to use a package or a membership, but now they can just go on the schedule, register for the full series, or just pick specific classes. I'm trying to think if there's any other part of the feature that I haven't shared, but I think I shared everything. Again, I guess if you allow only people to be on the wait list, you'll manage that yourself at the end and decide that people can be moved on to the actual roster of the event or stay on the wait list. If you're already running a series, you can add this option. So it's available on your site. Then you can turn this on and set up the settings as we did. So you don't have to start from scratch just to allow this feature to exist. And There's something else. Oh yeah, I got into this trouble yesterday that I added events to a past series event. So when you do that, I thought that it would just kind of not worry about the past events. It would understand that it's in the past, but the system thinks that everyone from the past events roster will also exist in the future one. So when you create a new one, you'll have to start from scratch. I know that we're going to bring an update where you can just copy the setups and then add your new events to it. So it's going to make it a little bit quicker as well. But if you use a event series or an offering for that event series, then it already knows the information. You just have to maybe change some of the smaller things like I did quickly in the example where you change the credit number or the price or the title you can change or the change an image within the description, whatever works. Okay. All right. Are there any questions? Yes.
Well, I think we got everything covered.
Yeah. All right. So let us know how you're getting on with these. And I'm excited for you guys to try it out. I was playing with it yesterday, so I think it's really, really handy. And if you have any questions, just shout. I know next month we are going to talk about another new feature within OfferingTree. I believe it's in beta testing right now, so some of you might be already playing with this, which is helping you understand your data within your OfferingTree site a little bit easier. And it's based on more of a conversational text with your platform. Similar to how you're building your website with Sprout, it is connected to Sprout as well. So it's really, really handy. I've already created the help articles and guide videos for it, so I already know a little bit about it, but it is really powerful tool to understand all the different data, happenings, events, and all the information within your site. So we're going to talk about that. It's already on the schedule. The replay for this will go out tomorrow at this time, but the YouTube video, oh, it will be on YouTube basically within a couple of hours once we process it all. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Eszter.